Yes, man. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gerald Peters. Always remember, whatever it is you think about comes about. And listen, I promise you, whatever it is you put your focus on, that's what grows. It's a universal principle. The universe is friendly to your plans, man. It's on your side. It wants to back you. Let's get into today. I want to cover a video. Like him or love him, Uncle G, Grant Cardone, has a video. It's one of my favorite. Now, it's a lot of crazy shit Grant says, but there's also a lot of good stuff he says, just like with everyone. There's good and there's bad. But one of the basic principles, his idea of becoming a multimillionaire is spot on. This man put out a book a while back, a little booklet called, what was it called? How to Become a Millionaire. I forget what it was called. It was a little booklet. I really enjoyed the booklet. But in this video, he breaks it down in like 5 steps. So I want to react to this video. Let's get into it. Here.
I'm ready to go in and do a meeting for my sales team.
Right. You're going to meet with it.
I'm getting ready to go in and do a meeting for my sales team. They're on the phone every day. They think I'm going in there to talk about sales. I'm going in there to talk about money, because if you don't have your money right, if you're not thinking about money correctly,
you don't have your money
guess
right.
what? You're never going to make a sale.
Never.
You're never going to push through the objections and the barriers and the hang-ups and everything that goes on in sales.
You notice what he said. You're never going to push through. You ever heard me talk about the push? Now, my idea of the push and what Grant's talking about is slightly different, but it is kind of similar. When I talk about the push, I talked about getting out here and working the 8th day. Your job is not enough. You do not make enough fucking money at your job to get wealthy. Boom. I said it. It's out there. So I had to create what's called the 8th day. I needed more money. If you have my book, The Two Selves, How to Be a Citizen of Mankind, How to Be 10 foot tall and bulletproof. In that book is a chapter called The Abyss of Money. And that is your problem that's in that chapter. But let's get into what Grant's saying here.
It's a disappointing job. It's a tough job. It's a crazy job. It's like being an actor. Okay?
Most people
Why
want
would
to
anybody be an actor after they go on 100 auditions? Nobody ever picks them. They're like, I'm done. The only reason you want to do that is because you want to be a superstar. Okay, guys, so this is what I want to do. I want to talk to you about money today, not sales. All right. If you don't get the money right, you're not going to make the sale.
If you don't get the money right, you're not going to make the sale. Who has your money? Other people have your money. All of the money that you want is in the pockets, purses, wallets, checkbooks, credit cards, crypto accounts of other people. Grant's going to tell you that.
Sale, period, okay? $1 million, $1 million. Peter Thiel, $2.8 billion. Peter Thiel said the single-digit millionaire, you know what that means? Guy with $1 million, or 2, or 3, or 4, cannot even provide his family with proper defense, legal defense in America.
Now, you guys, you might be thinking, oh, $1 million's a lot. Yeah, because you're poor. If you think a lot of money, if you think $1 million is a lot of money, you are poor in mind and in spirit.
Much less emergencies, divorces, major lawsuits, business lawsuits.
What he just described there, the 4 Ds are what take you out. Death, you fucking died. Or someone else died around you. Death, divorce, disease, and disinterest. Death, divorce, disease, disinterest. Not the double Ds, the 4 Ds, okay?
Issues happening, 2 kids going to college. So what he's saying is this, okay? It became a very, very controversial article because
those kids can pay for their own college. You should have taught them how to make money instead of bullshitting and playing games all their life.
Like rich dude scratching fingers on the chalkboard, the slides, okay? Is saying, hey, man, if you got $1 million, you're basically just a freaking deadbeat.
You're basically broke, is what he's saying.
And that your daddy didn't tell you that. Your daddy's like, oh, man, $1 million, $1 million, you and the money. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you today how to get through all this.
Your mama and daddy did not invest in Coca-Cola. They're drinking it every day. They're eating every day. They don't invest in Hershey's. They're ordering from Amazon every fucking day. They own no Amazon stock. They pay for a car. They own no car companies. Don't own Tesla. Don't own Rivian. Don't own Ford. just consumers.
Rejection and disappointment, discouragements, the hang-ups. You got to change the way you look at money. This is not money right here, okay?
Yes.
This is not money. This is just dumbness. This is you not making a decision. This is you being lazy, saying, man, $1 million and I'd be set.
No,
Just do the math on $1 million. I did this when I was 34 years old.
You'd be scared.
$1 million. If you didn't have any more income and you were, how old are you? 27 years old and you didn't have any income, $1 million. $1 million. What does that say right there? Income. Oh, no income, zero income. You're 27 years old. I'm going to do this at 47. I'm going to do it at 65. Okay, 27. You don't have any more income. How long would that money last? At $4,000 a month, you got 25 years.
Now, understand what he's saying. He's talking about how much, if you had it saved up. Now, $1 million at 26 is a shit ton of money versus a 56-year-old having $1 million because of time. Time is the single most important asset. It is the number one equation in the Millionaire Code. Time times amount times yield. Come on, Grant.
Where can you live on $4,000 a month? By the way, $4,000 a month assumes no other income. Social Security system's broken. Medicare is broken because they are already. It's just a matter of when.
Now, you hit my QR code. You get up on the Peters report, get up on my trade of the week. And when you're ready, you get into the second income stream. That $1 million will make you 50, 60,000 a month. Grant don't know how to do that, though.
I do. Most of your lifetimes. You'd have to live on $4,000 a month for 25 years. You will be 52 years old, my friend.
Dead broke.
And dead broke. Okay? $4,000 a month. $4,000 a month is what? $1,000 a week? You're spending probably $900 a month on groceries. What's your rent? $3,000. You got like 12 years left. And you're a millionaire. Everybody's like, oh my God, the iconic millionaire. You're wealthy. You're not wealthy, dude. You're worried is what you are. Okay? Because you don't have new income.
You know how I know? Because every time the market hits a high, everybody wants to keep it. And you don't get to keep your highest balance. All scared.
So watch what happens. What happens if there's an accident, a major car accident? Are you married? Okay, married kids? Okay. The 2 kids will cost $1.5 million each to get through college. So you're busted. You understand? So when you come to work in the morning, you're like, man, I need to make 80 grand this year. I need to make 8,000 or 10,000. You guys got to change your think on money. Like if you want to make real money, if you're 47 years old, you have until 62 to live. If you're 65 years old, by the way, and anything bad happens, like anything, you lose your job, you lose your income. If there's any inflation, this equation right here doesn't assume any inflation. It assumes everything stays the same and his rent never goes up. His car payments don't go up. Nothing goes up. It's impossible. It's an impossible cycle. The problem is nobody talks about this because nobody wants to go on TV and say, hey, millionaires are basically middle-class people that are worried about money.
Oh, he dropped the bomb. You're basically broke. Now, you might say, man, that's not true, Jew. Yeah, me and you may know that. If you're in the money flow game, you know the power of $1 million. Don't misunderstand me. $1 million ain't shit when you don't know what to do with $1 million, meaning you're going to spend the principal. And what do you think? You're going to go from zero, all of a sudden you wake up with $1 million. Now you know what the fuck to do with it? This is a process. The skill set. A lot of people can make money. A lot of people can make money. They don't know what to do with the money once it's made. That is a skill set that you're going to have to spend time on every fucking day, study and learn, because you have an obligation, man. You have a goddamn obligation to you and your family to do this, to study.
So when I did the math at 33 years old, I'm like, dude, I need a lot of money. This is where the whole 10X concept comes up from, all right? Hey, man, what if it took 10 million? By the way, I think that's the number. CNBC says it's 5 million.
10 million is a fortress.
I think the number is really 10 million, okay? 10 million with no new income, you could probably live the life you wanted to. So how would you get that if that's the number? Because this is clearly not the number.
You ain't gonna get it from working a job.
By the way, if you make 40 grand a year for the next 25 years, you're going to make $1 million anyway. You're going to make the money. If you make $80,000 a year, every time you double this, you cut the years. It takes 12 and a half years. If you make $160,000 a year, it takes you 6 years, right? Or you could just go make $1 million in a year.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you got to do the math. If you hadn't done the math, if you're going for the wrong target, I'm always talking about targets in here. You and the husband, you and the wife need to get the target right.
What's your target, bro? I got no target.
We're talking about, man, I love this new car. I'm going to go buy a new car, like Sislo. I'm going to get a new car. Dude, your attention needs to be on this. This is the target. It's not the watch. It's not the car. And it's not the vacation. It's freedom. 67% of wealthy people surveyed said they weren't going for wealth, for cars and boats and trips. They were going for the freedom of
for the
worry,
brokies, man.
to not be concerned about money.
As my man Andrew Tate likes to call people, the brokies. The brokies like the trinkets. They like the trips. You know why? Because your fucking job is miserable. So when you get time away from it, you got to fill it with entertainment. You need something to make yourself feel good because you're dedicated to another man's dream all day. That is why people spend so much goddamn time on instance and satisfaction, instant gratification and trips, because you are fucking miserable. That is the truth, man. That is the truth. Let's keep this playing.
Money every day. I want to be concerned about my kids. I want to be concerned about what we do when we have time together. I want to be concerned about how happy I am in my marriage. I don't want to be worried about pieces of paper that I don't have enough of, or where it's going, or what things cost. That's why you're making these phone calls. Okay. So now what's the target? Because if you're just in here making phone calls saying, hey, I'm gonna make a call, I'm gonna make a close, all you're gonna do is get me rich.
Bro, I'm not working to pay bills. The rich don't work to pay bills. The rich work to get money to put in the assets. That's what he's fixing to break down. He's gonna explain to you what it means on any financial level.
I'm already rich. Okay. And I started with zero, just so you guys know. I didn't have anything. So when you're sitting there on the phone thinking, how am I going to get to there? You can, but you need to stay focused. Okay. So number one thing you got to do is this. You got to change the target, and you need to look at the target daily.
I love credit card.
The target, you have the wrong target right now. If you're struggling, you have the wrong target. When you change the target, everything changes. Right? So that when I'm talking to a guy, dude, you're contributing to my 10 million. Every person I've ever sold, I treated like an investor.
That's right.
This guy is going to invest in my future. He's going to pay for my college. He's going to buy my shoes. Every time I'm on the phone, somebody's paying for my shit.
Oh.
Right? So if I want to go on a trip, I want to go on a trip, and I want to stay in a house that costs $25,000 a night.
That ain't my money,
man.
Hey, what's up, Tony? This is Justin.
That ain't Grant's money. That's his customer's money. Let me move this along just a little bit.
No, dude, I went and sold stuff. People gave me money, and I put it in the real estate.
You're not selling,
which is part of this equation. Number one, the target. Number two, you need to get your income to a place. This is a fascinating concept right here. Okay, if you can do this, I guarantee you'll be rich. Guaranteed. You need to get your income not to what pays your bills, but to where you can save 40% of your gross income is saved.
That's impossible, Gerald. Yeah, if you live like everyone else, if you live like the common man, it is fucking impossible. This is why you got to have a renewing of your mind. You got to begin to study. You got to be fucking different. You got to get different people around you. You got to begin to see money and the world different. Continue on, Grant.
Okay, now you want to talk about something difficult? This is way more difficult than that.
Come on, man.
If you can do this, you will get that.
Absolutely.
All right. So when you sit down and do the math, what would it take for you to save 40% of your income?
Throw in the trash. Stop listening to holidays and commercials.
If you make $10,000 a month,
easy,
and you want to save 40,000 of it, you would pay yourself first. The government doesn't let you do that. They don't trust you. They're like, no, get that money from him first before he blows it. We know he's going to blow it.
Right.
Okay. We know the IRS is going to they're going to withhold probably
40%.
4,000 of it. So look, if you'll pay the freaking IRS $4,000,
right,
of 10, you need to figure out how to pay yourself $4,000. What's the problem here? You got to live with two.
Target and Walmart.
So just keep doing the math out. This is the math you need to do with your spouse. You need to keep working it out until you're like, He's like, let's go buy a new car. Yeah, we ain't got any money for a new car. That's why when I was 35 years old, no one knew
no brokerage account
that I was a millionaire. Nothing had changed.
The dividends should come in your car
payment.
Running
with shit shoes, you know, buying $40 shoes and working a shirt out as long as.
If you got a car payment bigger than your passive income, you are something is fucking wrong with your risk parameter. I could easily show you how to do that in the second income stream. Get down there and click it, man. Stop making car payments bigger than your goddamn dividend payments.
I could. And like nobody saw, I didn't have fancy cars. I'm driving a Camry with $1 million in the bank. Because I was using this, okay? I pay the IRS. I've always paid those bastards. All right? You're just an irresponsible human being that's you know, not storing money away for the future.
Irresponsible. Okay?
Now you're saving 12 grand a month. That's $144,000 in 1 year. In 10 years, that's $1.4 million. In 10 years, you're a millionaire stored. Okay. So second thing to do, you gotta keep playing this 40% game. Todd, you need to work with your guys on, dude, where's your money at? Not on what the call is, not on what the script is, not on what how to handle the objection. You need all that, but dude, you need the driver here. You guys need to be heavily money motivated.
Money motivated, baby. That's what the second income stream is all about. We're going to put fucking chunks to work to make increased income. Come on, Grant.
From a survival standpoint. Okay, number 3 thing you're going to do. You're going to go broke right here and invest the storage. Storage has to get invested. The golden goose is only good if she lays eggs. Otherwise, you can kill her. Eat her for a chicken. Need eggs. Money needs to make babies, right? So your goal right here is to invest the storage money and continue to do that until this money over here, the passive money, is equal to,
come on, Grant,
your income.
Boom, right there. Boom. To your passive is equal. Now let me ask you, do you know how to do that? He said, what's your target? Well, guess what? If you can't think about it, if you can't hold it in formless substance, what you think about comes about. So what is your fucking target? I'd like to have 5,000 a month, G. Okay, cool. Now we got a target. Boom. What's your income? Right? If we got a target, now we got money. All right. Now we need to know, well, how much it costs you to live. Right? So if we got these, how much is your debt? The first answer may not be passive income. Your first answer might be, you got to get the fuck out of debt. That's why my first book is free. That's because if you're broke and you're in debt, I don't need to charge you. I need to help you. And if I help you, my book, you don't have to die broke, free ebook, click the link, go to geraldpeters.info, get on it, man. And then if you need, so 4 ways money's made. 1, you get paid per hour. 2, right? You get paid per hour. 2, you get paid for your skill set. You're a plumber, welder, electrician, doctor, lawyer, nurse, whatever. You drive a truck. You have a skill set. Okay, that's one way people get paid. What's the second way people get paid? They create a company, a product, or a service. Right now, that's level 3. Level 4 is you make money with money. A lot of people are trying to go from hourly to making money with money, and they're skipping the evolution of how you make money with money. Listen, all the money you want is out there. It's in other people's pockets. We'll get back to part 2 of this video. I don't want to clip too much. Grant Cardone's known for suing motherfuckers, but I do like his video. So Grant, don't sue me, man. Don't sue me. I like this video. I'm just sharing it with other people. I'll put a link down there to Grant's YouTube. Maybe that way he won't sue me. And we'll do part 2 in the next video. God bless.